In this video, I'm going to show you how to import inventory with quantity on hand from Excel into this new QuickBooks Online. The first thing you want to make sure is you have certain features on. So the first thing you want to look at it here is this is the company gear. You click it here, and so this is where this is the designated tools to import inventory from Excel. As you can see here, it will say products and services, and you just have to choose file from the computer, and you can just import it here. Before we do that, we have to do some preparation works here. The first you want to do is make sure your inventory setting is on. So in order to do that, you just click your company gear again, go to company settings, and so right now we are under settings here. Click sales, and as you can see here under product and services, you have to have track quantity on hand on. It's possible it may be off, so you just have to make sure it's on. And same thing with track quantity and price and rate, make sure it's on, not off. And same thing with the show product service column on sales form, so make sure this is on. So save it. So when you save it, under sales you should see products and services and all the settings on. So that's the first thing you want to do. Select this one, and now let's go back to chart of accounts. There's chart of accounts, still under company gear right here. This is the gear, chart of accounts right here, chart of accounts. And as you can see here, when you set up inventory, the first thing you need is inventory asset account. So that's where all your inventories are recorded as current assets. So you don't see anything in here. And second thing you need is the selection of income account. So when you invoice, where do you want to post that sales or revenue? So let's say in this case we will pick sales as income account, and then the second thing you want to do is selection of cost of goods sold account from inventory. So right now let's say we will select this one, and so you should have three accounts in order to make inventory posting. So the first thing you need is the inventory asset account. Right now we don't have it. Second thing you need is the income account. Right now we have it, so you don't need to create a new one. And the third thing is the supplies and material or cost of goods sold account, and we have it here. So whenever you invoice, it's basically reduction of inventory asset, and then it goes to cost of goods sold, and on the invoicing side it will go to sales as your credit, your income, and the debit side is your accounts receivable. If it's invoicing, if it is sales receipt, it goes directly to a bank account. So what we're going to do here is, instead of creating inventory asset account here, what I want to do is let QuickBooks Online create inventory asset account. So let's just do some testing here. And so this is where you go, products and services. So from the company gear, you have products and services. So click this one, and as you can see here, we don't have any inventory items here, nothing here. So we're just going to create a new one as a test. So click new, and let's just say this one is test. I'm just going to say test, and so you want to track quantity on hand. So click this check box, and we're just going to say inventory quantity on hand let's just say 0 here. And as of date, let's just select automatically here. The 6/2, that's today's date. And the description of sales form. So this is where you will see this information on your invoice. Let's just copy this one here for now. This is a test. And this one is when you buy it, if you're issuing purchase order, that's where you'll see this information right here. And let's say the price is $1 and the cost is 75 cents. And let's say this is where to go, sales of product income. Right here, sales of product income. And then the expense account is cost of goods sold. So the whole idea here is to have QuickBooks Online create this inventory asset account on its own automatically. So we don't want to create, we can create it, but I want to make sure QuickBooks will create inventory asset account on its own as a default account. So let's just save this one and see what happens. Save this. Okay. So now as you can see here, we have product and services, and this is your inventory account right here. And price is here, but we don't have any quantity here, nothing here. So whenever you create inventory, so you should have a name, that's a product name, and inventory asset account, and the sales account, and the cost of goods sold account. So whenever you sell it, as I said, it will reduce the inventory asset and it will post your cost of goods sold as a debit side. So debit side is this one, credit side is here, and credit side is income account, and then on debit side is either accounts receivable if you're invoicing, if you're creating sales receipt, it's a bank account. Okay, so now let's go back to chart of accounts one more time to see QuickBooks Online automatically created inventory asset account. Let's just go to chart of accounts again. As you can see here, inventory asset account is right here. It's automatically created inventory asset account because we added testing inventory item. So this is what we want to do. Make sure you have inventory asset account, and it's a default account automatically created by QuickBooks. We didn't do it. It automatically created when we added inventory asset account as a test account. Okay, so looks like everything is set in here. Inventory asset. This is where all your inventory will be recorded on the balance sheet side. And then the income side, we'll use the sales of product income. This is the one we want to use. And on the cost side, we will use this account, cost of goods sold account. We can use any other cost of goods. You can even use this one, but as a default, we just use the cost of goods sold account. Okay, so we have all the chart of accounts ready, and the inventory product services setup is correct. So now what we want to do is go to import data. So this is where we want to go. Let's click this one. And we want to use products and services here. This is the one we want to use to import inventory with quantity at hand. Let's click this one. Okay, so what we want to do is we just want to download a sample file to see how it looks. Click this one. So now it's open. As you can see here, they have a product. This is just a sample. So the first column is product service name. So it's a product name. You have it right here, and the sales description, and then you have a price, and the income account right now is blank. We have to select income account and the purchase description. This is the one that goes to your purchase order, or when you buy it, this is what you'll see on your invoice. And sales description, this is what you see on your invoice. This is the vendor invoice, this is your customer invoice. This is vendor bill, let's just say that way. And the purchase cost, This is what you're going to pay when you buy it, and this is what you're going to sell. An expense account is your cost of goods sold account, and then quantity on hand, what you have on hand right now. An inventory asset account, that's the one it automatically created, and quantity as of today's date. Okay, so what we're gonna do here is we're just gonna copy few things from chart of accounts. We're gonna copy income account from chart of accounts. We can just type it, but I rather just copy and paste from chart of accounts. That way there won't be any mistake here. So this account, income account, has to be exactly same as what you see on your chart of account. Income account, expense account, this is your cost of goods sold account, and inventory account has to match. If it's wrong, if it doesn't match, then you will say there's no account to post. So that's why I want to copy chart of accounts and paste it here. Alright, so the first one is the income account. So let's go in here and click it here again, chart of accounts, and the income account we want is this one. So double click it here, and so this is the one we want to copy, sales of product income. So that's the name of your income account. So we'll paste it here. So that's your sales of product income. And now the next one we want is your cost of goods sold account. So the chart of accounts still open. So the cost of goods sold is this one we want to select. The cost of goods sold is going to copy and paste. That way you won't go wrong. So here's the cost of goods sold account. And the next one we need is inventory asset account right here. So we will copy that one to inventory asset account right here. Okay, and quantity of as of date, it has to be the current date. So let's copy from the one we just created. So let's copy this one. This is your test account. Okay, so this is your posting date for your inventory. Here's your inventory asset account. Here's your cost of goods sold account. And here's your income accounts, sales of product income. So you have everything ready. Okay, so let us copy this. All the way down here, right here. And same thing with cost of goods sold. Paste it. An inventory asset account. By the way, the income account could be more than one account. So if that's the case, just select the right one here. And the inventory asset is always one account. You don't want to create inventory asset one, inventory asset two, something, anything like that. You don't need to be fancy. This QuickBooks Online, it has a very limited inventory function, so you don't want to be too fancy and try to do uh, unusual stuff. So just stay with the basic stuff here. This is a basic inventory system that you have in QuickBooks Online. So just stay with the basic stuff. Inventory asset account, always one account. Cost of goods sold, this is could be any cost of goods sold you want to select. So this is just stay with one here. We want to post everything to this account, and all your sales you want to post to this account. Okay, so we have basically everything here on the sales side. You got the price and the purchase description, let's just say, is the same as your sales description in this case. We'll just copy this. We have few things missing in here. Uh, just copy this. Alright, it's the same one now. And let's put the purchase cost here. We have the selling price, but let's put some purchase price here. Let's say $100 in here. Let's say 50 bucks. And let's say $40. Okay, let's put quantity on hand. Let's say this is 100, 100, and let's say another 100. Okay, so we got everything ready in here. If you want, you can expand it. You know, you can expand any way you want it. But we're just going to try this 6 items. And if 6 items pass the test, then you can make sure that the other. If you have more than 10, more than 6, it'll work the same way. So the key here is the matching this income account, cost of goods sold account, and inventory asset account, exactly same as your chart of account. Okay, so let's see if we can save this. Before we save it, we've got one more here. I'm going to copy this. Right here. Okay, so let's just also do some valuation to see everything went okay. So the valuation wise is always on cost. So here's your cost, quantity. So if you just do the valuation like this, so 100 times 100, so you have 10,000 worth of this product. So let's copy and see what's the total valuation of this inventory. Okay, so let's add the total. Okay, so the total valuation of this inventory is $30,590. $30,590. So this is your test. So when you import this spreadsheet, you should see this exact number and a breakdown like this in your QuickBooks Online. So this is your testing number here, $30,590. Just remember that number. Okay. So we're not going to import this, so let's delete that. So we just wanted to find out delete column here. Okay. So now we can save this file and we can delete this. We don't want to import anything in here, so we can just delete this one, delete this one, delete this. Okay, so now all we have to do is save this Excel file and then we will import it and see what happens. Alright, save this. So I'll just save this on desktop, place where I can easily locate. So this is the desktop one. Let's save it here. So save it here. Normally you'll have your own Excel file with different file name. This just happens to be their own sample file. So we'll just save this. Okay. So now we're ready to import this file and see what happens. Okay. So now back to your company gear again. See right here, this is your company gear and import data and products and services right here, and we just have to choose that file from desktop. Let's go to desktop and see if we can file right here, right here. This is the file we want to import. Okay, all right, big test. See what happens. As you can see here, it was pretty fast because we have only 6 items. It went really fast. The key here is all this check mark, green check mark. You see, this one is accurate. Product services name. This is the unique name. It's not a copy or duplicate. That one well. Sales description went well. Price went well. Income account is verified. Purchase description, that went well. Purchase costs is that one well checked here. Expense account is also verified. And quantity on hand went well. Everything went well. Let's see. Let's continue. As you can see here, basically imported everything. And it's asking, we have import 6 records here. Let's just click this one. So 6 records will import it exactly as you have mapped here. Do you want to import it? As you can see here, this is how we did the mapping here. Exactly like this. Okay, so import 6 records, and this happens to be just 6. It could be 100, it could be 500, it could be 999, and if we have more than 999, most likely this is not the right solution for you to handle your inventory account. So let's just say okay, click this one. As you can see here, they're very happy. Congratulations, 8 items were imported. All right, so let us see how it's imported now. We just want to look at the reports here. Go to reports here, right here. This is the blue navigation bar, reports, and we want to see something to do with inventory. Let's just type inventory in here. Let's see what do they have here. Right here they say inventory valuation summary, inventory valuation detail. All I have to do is type INV. It's popping up there. So let's select this one and see what they say. Okay, so this is on accrual basis. This is the first time we're doing it. As you can see here, this is the number you're looking for, $30,590. Hey, how about that? How cool is that? $30,590. So this is the amount we're looking for, and it came out pretty good right here. The quantity, average cost, average, everything in here. So this is your product name. So this is the summary one, and let us see the detailed one. Okay, so detail looks like this. So if you add all this is the asset value here, and so if you add all this, you still get the same number, $30,590. Okay, so and you can customize it if you want a little bit, not very much, but you can do it a little bit. All right, so reports, go back to same one here, inventory, asset account, inventory valuation summary. So here's your breakdown right here. Okay, so everything looks good. So now we want to figure out how it posted to the general ledger of the balance sheet account. So what this will do is this one, 30,590, is added to your inventory asset account. Well, what's the other side now? Let's find out. Okay, so we want to select, let's see, we can select this one or we can select this one. Let's just select this one, transaction list with splits. Let's see what they say here. As you can see here, the posting is basically is opening balance account, is debit, is the credit side, and debit is the inventory asset account right here. So like this. So let's try another one here. Inventory is the transaction by account. Okay, as you can see here, 30,590. So let's just select today's date. We don't want yesterday, all the postings here. Let's say today's date here. Let's see what happens here. 6/2. It has to be 6/2. 62. 62 is the date. As you can see here is 30,590. That's added to inventory account, and the other side is they posted to opening balance equity account. That's the credit side, $30,590. So if you have uh, other postings or the transfer from your balance account, then you will have to adjust this opening balance equity, and uh, then this thing will go away. So you have to write a journal entry to clear this account. Right now it's 30,590 is on the credit side, and if you are posting your balance sheet or from a trial balance, then this thing will go away. Another thing is if you are converting from your QuickBooks desktop to QuickBooks Online, what happens is they will transfer everything general ledger wise, but it won't transfer quantity on hand. So in order to transfer quantity on hand, you have to do exactly the same like we did, and then you have to write a journal entry to clear this opening balance equity, and it will double post this 3590 to inventory asset. This is a general ledger account here, so it will post twice. So you will have to somehow write a journal entry to take care of double posting. Okay, so let's look at the balance sheet again. As you can see here, the inventory asset is 30,590, and the opening balance equity is exactly the same. So this balance should go away if you are posting from the trial balance, or if you are transferring from desktop to your online QuickBooks Online, and it will post exactly like this, but it won't post to the inventory as inventory valuation thing. It won't post quantity on hand. So this is the one right here, the quantity. So if you're transferring from QuickBooks desktop, it won't transfer quantity. It'll basically transfer the asset. That's it. It won't transfer quantity. Um, so that's why if you're doing it, you have to do the transfer just like we did here and make adjustment. You can do that writing journal entry like this. Journal entry is right here. Just click the plus sign here, plus sign, write journal entry, and then so normally it will be if you have inventory asset posted twice on the general ledger, just click the inventory asset in here, and it will be credit side because you're reducing your inventory asset, and on debit side you will be clearing your opening balance equity account. So right here, so it'll be like this. So if you're transferring from your desktop, so it'll be like writing journal entry something like this to clear your double posting in the general ledger account. So this is how you have to do it. So everything went well. It looks pretty good, and so hopefully you will try it again, and it will probably work the same way. Uh, so if you have any questions, just visit our website here. This is a great resource for QuickBooks Online. So here's our website here. It's newqbo.com. It's newqbo.com. That's our website here, newqbo.com. And if you have any questions, you can just go to newqbo.com /ask. newqbo.com /ask, or if you just go to newqbo.com and you will see ask question link there. So Thank you for watching, and good luck. Bye.